Well, hello, hello, hello.
Oh my.
Welcome back to the I'm Not in the Mood
Yes, welcome
podcast.
back. Welcome back.
We are here
Welcome
during
back. Welcome
episode
back.
5. Shout out to
Yes.
Bass.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we
If
are
you are new
here.
here, welcome. If
Yes.
you are not, welcome back.
Yes, where the conversations are unscripted
Period.
and the laughter is what you call
And
unlimited.
it is.
Yes. One thing we're gonna do, we're gonna laugh. Okay. It
Okay.
may get emotional sometimes, but we're gonna
We got
laugh.
tissues.
Okay. Available. A friend of the show.
All right. Well, just for introductions, I am your hostess that does the mostest.
Okay.
Jade.
I like that.
Period. And then over to my left.
Yeah. I am Theo, Mr. Please Don't Tech Me on all social media platforms. But yeah, it is so great to be here, you guys. It is really awesome to be back here with the bestie, with the best friend. But yes, we are excited for episode 5, and we cannot wait to talk
about some things. We got some things to chat.
Yes, a little coffee talk.
Okay. But before we get into the coffee talk, we got to start our show off with a mental health check.
Mental check.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10. Kat, where are you?
A scale from 1 to 10. Okay. It's been an emotional ride a little bit. Especially with all the stuff that's going on. I know that we're going to talk about that later, of course. But I can say like I'm at a good 7.
Yes.
I'm at a good 7. Come on. Listen, let's praise God where all things flow. I'm once again, I'm really excited for all the great things that's really happened in my life. Of course, I could complain, but I won't, as a song would say.
Okay.
But yeah, life is just really great. There are some days where I am actually really over it.
Yes.
And that I am what we call not in the mood.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, for the most part, I'm just happy to be here. There is so much deaths and things that's happening in the world. And it's like my timeline is like filled with like so much stuff, so much negativity. But God is good, and I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here with you.
Period.
And yeah, but how are you? How are you mentally?
I would say I'm at like a nice solid 7 as well. Yeah.
Come on, my God. Because last time you said you were at like
I was at like a 2.
Like a 2 or a 3.
I was down there.
You were down?
I was down there.
So what was the difference from like the last time we were together to now?
I don't know. I guess I'm just in better spirits.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Got some good things going on. My birthday's next week. Ooh. Sun's birthday is also next week.
Turning the big 11.
Yeah. What else is going on? Okay. Very much so.
Or at least he tries to act like
it's just a lot of good things going on.
Yeah. I'm really happy for that because I was really concerned last time.
I'm screaming. I was concerned too.
Because I said not a 3. You never ever said a 3 or anything.
No,
like,
and I was there.
I feel like I'm the only one that could do that.
I was there. It was Three's Company, okay? I was right there.
Well, I'm glad that you're at a 7. I'm really glad.
Yes.
Come on, praise the Lord.
Okay. All right. So last time we were together, we talked about goals for 2025 because, it was right before the new year. So where are you in that process? Have you started working towards some of those goals?
Yeah. let's say we're just knocking them down one by one. Like we're not tackling all of them all at once. I'm definitely working on, I know that we were talking about trying to have guests on and things like that. I'm definitely trying to work on that. I'm definitely trying to do different things with, my platform, the Please Don't Irk Me show, but I'm doing it like step by step. And once again, day by day. Like I'm really trying to take it minute by minute because sometimes, like I said, it was like the first second episode, I could really put a lot of myself and then I'll be so overwhelmed for no reason when I can literally just plan everything out accordingly. So what I did was I created a calendar so that each and every month I'm actually tackling something, or each and every week I'm tackling something,
I love
or every 2 weeks or something like that.
I love that.
But every single month I had something that I want to be accomplished by then.
Yeah.
Or like the timeline and how everything kind of goes. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm still constructing. I'm still like, revising and things like that. But January is packed. It is a lot going on in January. So I'm definitely gonna make sure that February just slows up a little bit.
It is a lot.
I'm not in love or anything. So Valentine's Day is obviously available for me to do a lot of work and things like that. So but yeah, I really do think I'm doing okay with tackling it. I'm not at like a 10 tackling. I'm at probably like a 7. Like, I'm just trying to gradually kind of go into it and things like that. But how about you? How's your 2025 goals so far?
They have like revised a bit. Okay. So still like the same. I still want the same things and I'm still striving for the same things, but how I'm doing it has kind of changed a little bit.
Oh, I like that. Why?
Yeah. Just, I guess, thinking about it more, talking about it more. I talked about it in therapy. My therapist gagged me a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay. That's what she's there for.
Exactly.
That is what she gets paid for.
That's actually on my list for March to finalize a therapist.
So, yeah, I would say I've constructed them, and now I'm just kind of putting forth the plan to start executing.
Mm-hmm. I'm here for that.
So far, so good.
As long as we're trying, we're trying. We're trying. Okay, listen. I don't know why this really takes me out when y'all do that. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm really excited that we're at least doing it because and also we also hold each other accountable too. Where we're just like, hey, did you do it today? You're like, you didn't? Okay, we can try tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow come. Hey. How you doing, bud? Doing okay? You doing what you're supposed to do?
Bud,
my God.
Really takes me out every time.
Love that word, bud. Hey, buddy, oh pal. But yeah, I'm really excited that we're really doing it.
Yeah, same here. All right, let's dive into the hot topics. It's coffee talk.
Oh, Lord.
And we're gonna start it. We're going to start it with the king himself. Okay, Luther Vandross, the Never Too Much documentary. Let's talk about it.
Let's
what
talk
you
about.
Think? Did you learn anything?
I learned a lot
too.
I learned a lot about Luther, and if any of you guys know, like I love Luther down.
Yeah.
Like I love my top 2 singers of all time. Like I would say, like worldly music, like R&B wise, is Whitney and Luther.
Worldly kills
no,
me.
you know,
I know what you mean.
What the church says,
It's hilarious.
No, but Whitney and Luther are like my staples. They are what we call like the top tier vocalists, like to me. So I thought that I knew a lot about him, but come to find out, I really did not.
No, seriously, because Not Luther on Sesame Street, when was that a thing?
No,
obviously,
seriously.
it was way before we were born, but like,
sing it down too.
Nobody talked about that.
And come to find out, like he was like one of the first people on there.
Yeah.
Without even being famous or anything like that.
Nobody talked about that.
Nobody talked about that. Nobody talked about him being in a bad car accident. I did not know about that.
Me either.
That was crazy.
And the people wasn't talking about him arranging David Bowie's music.
And nobody was talking about him doing Aretha Franklin's album. And also producing one of Whitney Houston's I'm Your Baby Tonight songs on that album. I said, Lucy, you've been working. You had your pen ready.
Yes.
You had your vocals ready.
I knew that he started off as a background singer.
Yeah.
First of all, a side tangent. Back in the day,
yes,
you really had to be able to sing.
No, you had to sing down.
And so I wasn't surprised, but I was like happy to see that when he got his background singers, that one of them was Lisa Fisher, because you talk about singing down.
No, like faithfully too. And she still sings down today. No, she was a problem.
But then I think about people that were like background singers, like Luther, like Kelly Price.
The Price sisters come on from Mariah Carey. I believe Mariah Carey was a background singer too.
Yeah.
She was, yeah.
Like, people was really in the background, like,
you really
killing
had to kill it. You had to kill it. I really haven't heard, like, really good background singers since Beyoncé the Mamas, because them ladies be singing down.
Yeah.
We're talking down.
Yeah.
Really.
You know what? That's true, because most people who have, like, amazing background vocals do them themselves.
Yes.
Like Jasmine,
Beyonce, Chris,
Brandy. Yeah, like they do
Clark
them
sisters,
themselves.
J. Moss, like
they do it themselves. So, but yes, I learned so much.
Yeah,
I learned so much about her.
For sure. When it came to the car accident, I didn't know how deep that really was, because come to find out that like he was sued for that. They had to settle outside of court. They settled for $600,000. $600,000 in 1986.
Yeah.
Woo. That's a lot of money back then.
That's a lot of money right now.
Yeah. Shoot. Okay. Listen, I'll take it.
But yeah, I just found that. I know that was hard, because not only were you in this accident, so like you were hurt, and you're paying this money, but also his friend was in the car and got killed, so you're dealing with that too. Yeah. So like that's a lot.
That's a lot, and especially because I believe that they told him that he couldn't go on tour because of his condition, and he still said no, like I'm going on tour, because I'm pretty sure he had to pay those people. So
no, so they said he didn't want to go on tour.
Oh, okay.
And the background singers, they were like, no, you need to go.
Yeah, because he I think he was in like a rut or something like
that. Yeah,
like,
they was like, no, you need to go.
You should probably go to take your mind off of it. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Now they definitely did try Patty.
I didn't feel, you know how I feel about her.
I know.
I didn't feel like they tried her.
You didn't feel like that?
No.
Why not? Because I felt it.
I didn't feel like they tried her, though. I feel like the comment was, I think it was the personal assistant, and he was like, I don't understand why people that were his friends would talk publicly about something that he didn't talk publicly about, but like, whatever. And then they showed the clip of Patty on Watch What Happens Live.
It was the way that they cut to her at the certain part, because it really made it seem like that she was talking about it while he really was live, and that was definitely not the case.
No, he definitely passed
she's
already.
Been talking about it for some time.
No, she, Andy asked her a shady question, and she gave the response.
She but also another thing, they didn't clear her to actually be on the actual documentary, because from my understanding, she did an hour-long interview with the people, but she was supposed to see the final edit, but they did not send it to her in any type of way. So the way to include Patty in it was through a shady way of doing it through Andy Cohen, a very shady question. That's why I was just like, the way that you guys did it, that was not professional in any type of way.
Yeah,
and for CNN to pull that, and also Jamie Foxx, I love you, but like, he was one of the people that produced it. So then I was just like, okay, I know Jamie and Patty are close, so I'm sure that like, why didn't somebody say something to say that
she
this looks messy?
Called him.
I'm sure she did.
She definitely did.
I'm sure she did.
She definitely
did. Because my thing is, why would you do something like that to put a legend in bad light? Like, Patty don't be out here. Patty is messy, though. Patty, you are messy, and we love you. But
we love her for it.
We do love her for it. We do. But like, that wasn't the type of way to really honor her, especially if she said she really didn't want to be a part of it in the first place.
Yeah.
I do, and Luther, I was actually surprised that they actually talked about his sexuality. I was actually very surprised that actually came up, because I thought that was going to be talked about.
That's where I'm like side-eyeing everybody, because y'all are in a documentary that is addressing something that he never addressed publicly.
Yeah.
And while y'all are not confirming or denying anything, you're still having a conversation that he wouldn't even entertain. So,
but you see how they put it towards the end, because if they would have put that towards of course they have to show his life and things like that, but if they would have put that in the beginning or the middle, it probably, not saying it wouldn't have been successful, I'm not saying that, but like that's where everything kind of sparked up of the Luther thing kind of going big, was because they put that little snippet of the little Patty thing and them talking about it, because Luther did make it very clear. He said, I will not give you guys that satisfaction of you guys knowing the answer. He said, now, what I will tell you is mind your effort. He said that verbatim. He literally said, like, literally, like, mind your effing business. Like, that has nothing to do with you guys. What you guys do deserve is the music that I give you, and that's it. That's it. My personal life has nothing to do with you, and it never will. Even though, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all knew that Luther was, dipping and dabbing. Like oh Lord, we.
That's another thing. That's another thing. That's another reason why, I was like irritated about like the Patty situation, but I didn't, probably because it was old and I remember when that episode of Watch What Happens Live aired. But also like she didn't reveal like trade secrets. Like we knew. Like come on now. Like stop.
We knew once we saw that video of him winning that Grammy for Here and Now, and that guy that was sitting next to him,
Fonzie.
Yeah, I was sitting next to him, really excited. I said, "Ooh, there he goes!" That could be the one. You never know.
We knew. We
definitely knew.
But overall, we still love overall, it really was a great documentary.
It really was
though.
good. It was
like
really
it
good.
was really good.
I finished it all in one sitting.
Same.
Yeah, it was really
good.
Yeah,
it was. And then I canceled that subscription.
I'm screaming. It was a lot, wasn't it? I told people, if you think you got the regular Hulu, you can't watch that thing.
I have regular.
You gotta have live. The live
and
Hulu.
live is $84 a month. Canceled.
I did pay for it to keep it because another documentary is coming out, which I'm sure I probably won't talk about the next time when we come on.
Who's coming out?
Kobe Bryant. His documentary is coming out. I'm screaming. I have to see it because I really do love Kobe. Okay. I'll catch snippets on TikTok if it's still live.
I mean, I'm not going to get another email address to do another trial subscription for it.
No, that sounds a little excessive.
Yeah, but you can, so like,
Yeah, I share my credentials,
Okay, we appreciate that.
We can have
you
fun.
got money.
It's the only thing I got.
Okay.
Only streaming service.
Child, next on the docket.
Stop. Not today. Are we about to get depressed? Oh.
Is TikTok is going away.
I don't want the camera to pan to me. Actually, where's the tissue?
No, TikTok leaving is really, 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 it's really wild to me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Mm-hmm. And I'm not even talking about from a
person actually post and stuff like that.
From like a content creation space. I'm talking about just from like a user.
Yeah.
Like, all my cooking videos. Oh my gosh. I go to TikTok for everything. It's like, I want to try a new restaurants in Philly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how we...
And the people's videos are top tier on there with the food and the drinks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Show me the atmosphere, the ambiance.
Trying to travel somewhere, places to travel. Okay, yes, I look up like different resorts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like all of that. Or just how to make something.
I can look it up on TikTok because the people on there have a lot of information.
They do.
A lot of knowledge.
How to make stuff, family dinner, black people, because it's always black people in the search. But yes.
Just to put that out there.
No, it is.
It's just the black people. Just the black food. I'm screaming. I never did that before, so I don't know.
Yes.
TikTok is a wild place.
It really is.
I mean, I'm sad because, you know why I'm sad. I think it's more... I worked my way up to the 40,000 followers, and y'all know it took me I'm not like, it wasn't overnight success. It definitely wasn't. It wasn't like I made one video and then I hit 40,000.
Right.
Like, it took some time to really get there. Like, even and I started TikTok in 2020. Yeah, 2020.
That checks.
And it's just been great ever since. Like, I mean, especially going viral. I mean, thank God I went viral a lot. I am going to miss the money. Like, I was getting paid on TikTok. And no, because people don't understand. Like, if you wanted to grow and if you wanted to, start, like, I always tell people, if you wanted to start out content creating, start on TikTok, because TikTok is the easiest way for you to get a lot of followers and things like that. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but like your video will go to people that don't even know you,
right?
Instead of your video only going to your followers,
right?
So a lot of people are able to see it,
right?
And it can grow quicker than other videos and things
yeah,
because
if you put a reel on Instagram, only your friends are going to see
only
it.
your friends going to see it. And then if you put it on Facebook, it may go into an FYP or something like that, or it may go on somebody else's timeline, but like it needs to pretty much be popular in order for it to reach somebody else. But on TikTok, like those 30 views that you get within those first like 5 minutes or so, that's probably going to 30 people that you don't even know.
Right.
Like, and it's going to people that's just on TikTok that's scrolling.
Yep.
And then like your video just shows up.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity and it's a great vehicle for going onto other platforms.
Yeah.
Now, there was an update today saying that they weren't going to ban it on the 19th. They said what they were going to do was let Trump decide when he gets into office what he wants to do with it, pretty much. So they're not going to leave it up to the Biden administration. They're going to leave it up to Trump instead. But and I also heard that Mr. Beast wanted to buy TikTok as well. The big YouTuber Mr. Beast. He's like the #1 YouTuber. Literally, he's literally everywhere.
Sorry to that man.
But I'm screaming. No, but I think they said they were trying to sell TikTok for like 500 million or something like that. And I believe Mr. Beast wanted to pick it up. But I mean, at the same time,
I'm glad he got 500 million.
I mean, hey, he got something. I think he has a lot of subscribers. He's a #1 subscribed person on YouTube, so he probably has the money to do it. He just does like challenges with like celebrities and things like that. Like he may like lock 2 people inside of a room and put money in the middle of the thing and say like, if both of you guys stay here for 60 days, both of you can come out with the money. Or he'll do like put people. He's done some crazy stuff. He's really done some crazy stuff. But it's always entertaining. But it really saddens me that like we have come to the end of TikTok. Yeah. And even though they might extend it, I mean, it's still going to go away. Like at some point, it doesn't matter how much we try to extend it or or move the needle on it. It's still going to go down pretty much. So yeah, I'm already sad about it. I did a video about it yesterday that I met some great people on there, like phenomenal people that, I still stay in contact with. People from California, Ohio, Atlanta, Connecticut, like, and even people in Brazil, like people that I really had great connections with. And now it's like, it was great to interact with them on their platform. But now I'm just like, now we have to go to Facebook, Instagram and all that stuff to interact now and engage. But I'm so sad, y'all. Like there should be no reason that like TikTok is going down. Like this is crazy. 40,000 followers down the drain. Yeah. Down the drain. R.I.P. Lord. Let's pour a bottle of rosé on the ground.
Not rosé.
Maybe a 40. 211.
Not a 40. I'm screaming. Not 211. This is craziness. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Speaking of TikTok, because I saw this on TikTok, did you see the video of the teen girl?
Oh, Lord.
That is pregnant and had to stand up in front of her congregation and apologize.
Oh, I've seen it. Actually, I also seen it in like 3 different angles. And usually I do that because sometimes maybe I'm just like probably AI and stuff like that. Probably people touching microphones and stuff like that. So I was like, there has to be another angle. So then like another angle comes up and I'm just like, wow, he really did that. Like in front of people. And it was accepted because I believe people clapped.
They did.
No, meaning like people were like, in my mind, they agreed with it, that this was the way to address it, which I thought was crazy. What were your thoughts on it?
Why is she apologizing to a congregation? I am so confused.
People have to understand, and this is not me being religious or anything like that, but the sin that they say that is committed, right? That's in the actual sex that is happening, like, people having sex before marriage, if we're just talking about Christianity, right? So of course the sex is in, the sin is in the sex. It's not in the baby. So I'm trying to understand why, first of all, even if that was a thing, why can't everybody pass around the mic and talk about their a secret that they have as well? Because obviously the boy didn't get reprimanded for it. It was just the girl.
Yeah.
But that happens because obviously the female carries the child.
Yeah.
So of course she's going to show and things like that. But like you didn't have that same energy for the guy, and I'm pretty sure he's in the church. He's probably the drummer.
It's always the drummer.
And
child.
or he's probably the bass, probably. Because they're always problems.
Always a musician.
Is always a musician. Probably
or the PK.
Probably
because them PKs be out of control.
Listen.
But my thing is her and her baby, that is between her and the baby's dad and maybe like immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
Like
God.
that. Yeah, like that has nothing to do with this congregation.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And if I was her mother, like the way I would have bulldozed that church.
But I believe the mother encouraged
yes.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. For what?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
No, really, for what? And also, what is it proving? What is the outcome going to do? Is that going to scare the other ladies in the congregation to not have sex? Because you're going to be publicly humiliated in front of a congregation and it be accepted? Because did you see the video of a guy that went to the church and confronted the pastor to his face? It was like, weren't you that pastor that was talking about, the girl and had her up there apologize and things like that? And of course, like, he's like, I don't no comment. I ain't going to talk about that. I ain't going to talk about it. No. Let's talk about it. You did it. Stand 10 toes down on what you did, because now you're probably backtracking, thinking like, oh, that probably wasn't a good idea. And I'm happy about the person that actually posted that video to whatever platform that was to keep people informed about this stuff.
Yeah.
And also, you guys are giving Christianity such a bad look. People don't even like us already. And then like you're doing stuff like that and making it acceptable for the church to do that. Now, do I believe in having sex before marriage? I mean, y'all, we do it, it happens. But like, I'm not going to promote it or something like that. Like, yeah, go ahead and do that. Ride that thing. No, I'm not going to do something like that. But,
please.
But like, at the same time, like, that's not going to help people that's going to come behind her. That is going to do nothing but hurt her even more. Like, I can see if you sat her down quietly or something like that. But like for you to publicly shame somebody, that is wild work. And if for it to be in church, this is why people don't want to step a foot inside of a church. Not saying that church is perfect, because I really need people to understand that like religion is a totally different thing. It's really about all your relationship and stuff like that. Because now that's what sparks more conversation about people not wanting to be in church, because they see stuff like that. If I was in a congregation and he did that and I was sitting there, I would have stood up and said something. I was like, now, you dead wrong for doing something like that. Or if I probably wouldn't even do that, I probably would have left, because obviously this is not the church for me.
Yeah.
This is not the church for me. If you're going to publicly shame a girl like that. And how old was she again?
She was a teenager.
That girl going to be scarred for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Literally for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm.
For a mistake that she made, that she probably already, confessed to God to already. And now she got to say sorry to y'all when she already had to say sorry to God. She got to say sorry to the people. I hate y'all so bad. I really do. I hate y'all so bad.
Oh, the saints.
Oh, the saints. When the saints go marching in.
Next up on the docket.
Oh.
Let's talk about how disrespectful.
Beyond disrespectful, actually.
For Inauguration Day this year to land on Martin Luther King's birthday.
Martin Luther King's Day. Nobody looked at the calendar? Like, y'all couldn't move it one day up? Like, y'all just couldn't do it on Tuesday, since Election Day is on Tuesday,
especially
too?
For it to be Trump.
Right.
Being sworn in, and if he says anything about Martin Luther King, I'm going to scream.
Because if he says, hey, give it up for Martin Luther King, go to hell.
Well, you tell me if he says it, because I don't plan on watching it.
Oh, I'm not watching it. What's the point of watching him being sworn in? Especially, I'm not watching Carrie Underwood be up there singing.
Oh, yeah, we was going to talk about that.
Because I'm trying to understand why she would ever say yes. Yeah, not even a fan of this whole MLK Day being on inauguration. Like, give us our day, our black, one of our black days that we got, because y'all other people got all the rest of the other days.
Black days is hilarious.
I mean, can we at least have a fist up on one day? Can't even do that.
So we got Carrie Underwood. We got the Village People.
Which I just found out who they were.
I'm screaming, you gotta stop.
YMCA, I really didn't know who they were until, because when you told me Macho Man, I said, well, they had hits. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. They had a lot of hits.
But everybody is hiding behind this idea of like, oh, we just all need to come together. Basically, like, the election results are what they are, and like we just need to come together and promote unity and this, that, and the third. And while yes, however, why do you think that supporting someone who doesn't promote unity would promote unity? And for me, it's like,
no, he said he does.
And for me, I'm not really like super surprised at Carrie, just because, you know.
I mean, some people said she give off MAGA vibes.
Yeah, I'm just not surprised. You know, I'm just not surprised. The Village People did kind of surprise me though, because the reason why the Village People performance surprised me was because YMCA became like the gay anthem.
Oh, okay. Right. Gotcha. When Trump does not like them.
So like, how did that?
And imagine they sing that song there.
I feel like they are. And they're actually performing at 2 events. They're performing at the like swearing in and some rally that's happening later on, like inauguration day.
Oh, like when they have like I forgot what it's called, where they have like the
what's it, like a parade or something?
Yeah.
So like,
well, I mean, I'm still not watching anyway. The reason why I was surprised about Carrie is because Carrie is really under this impression that like, I'm just going to go sing, that's it. And I'm just like, there's a lot more to it than that. But a lot of people are also saying that like, y'all better treat her the same way y'all treated Chrisette Michele. First of all,
that'll never happen. Yeah, that'll never happen.
Totally different thing. One's a white girl, one's a black girl. Obviously, there will never be the same treatment because one has privilege for the rest of her life. So there will never be a time that we're ever going to cancel Carrie because she is a household full name.
Well, not even just that. Black people cancel Chrisette. White people are not going to cancel Carrie. Yeah. So like, what are we?
Yeah. Ever.
Okay.
Because the only cancel culture really comes from black people, to be honest.
That is true.
That is true. That's the cancel culture really came from black people.
But so
and Ken's came from white people.
Okay, so then I have a question. You know, the devil's about to start advocating. If we cancel those that perform, right? Are we going to also cancel the companies that donated money?
Yeah.
Because but it's not just them.
Oh, who is
I'm talking about like even to like just his inauguration. Google, Boeing, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Meta, and they all pledged $1 million each.
Oh, that's a lot of money. They got money. I barely use Google now. It's like, no, I'm screaming. I do X Jeeves a lot still.
I mean, Boeing.
I heard that Popeyes gave her money, and I was just like, I mean, I still love a 3-piece spicy, you know.
So then I guess that's what I'm. So where do we draw the line? Is it like You know,
were those publicly done? Not saying that if that makes a difference, but were they like publicly done or were they privately done?
I don't know,
because I didn't hear about. I mean, of course, it had to be public in some type of way, but I'm just like, did they make a statement saying that we specifically pledge to this person?
I don't know,
and we support this person.
I feel like if you giving somebody $1 million, you support them.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
of course.
I'm not going to give nobody I don't support $1 million. No, I'm not going to give you $1.
No. I mean, some people are quiet about what they do. Some people are loud about what they do. I think if you're very loud about it, that it's like you're really like, like Carrie Underwood is being loud about it because she's going to be on the microphone in front of a lot of people, in front of millions of people, that she's going to do it.
Fat, please.
But I think it's a difference if you're being loud and ignorant about it, or if you're just being quiet and say like, I mean, I support you, but that's really like it. Like, hey, here goes a quarter. Like, I got you. I'm that's all I'm saying. I mean, to be honest, that stuff could really go too. I mean, probably not Google. Google has to stay.
I'm not giving up my iPhone for a droid.
Oh yeah, I probably couldn't do that either. Can't give up Amazon as well. So we'll probably just draw the line at singers, probably.
Yeah, like that's what it's gonna have to be. That's what it's gonna have to be.
But also, you also have to realize, even though we say that we cancel something, doesn't mean that like it's going to go down. What it means is that we just don't mess with you. Like, that's really what it is.
No,
like,
even with Apple.
Like even
as
though like
even
when Chrisette went down, it was just that like we just canceled you as an artist. Like, we weren't going to back you for your songs and stuff. She hasn't. I don't think she has, which was another thing, because once again, Travis Green was there too, but he didn't get canceled, which is crazy. Once again, obviously we when it comes to black people, we always just want to choose when to cancel and what we don't want to cancel. But
of course, we love the cherry.
But Carrie, I mean, but once again, for me, I'm not going to cancel Carrie. I'm not going to cancel her.
I'm probably going to listen to her the same amount that I listen
to her now, which is really just her first album, and that's really it.
Once in the Blue, she comes on.
Yeah,
I forgot about this.
Yeah, song. I mean, I loved her on American Idol. Voted once. I really wanted Vonzell Solomon to win, but Carrie won. Even though we knew Carrie was going to win, we knew from the beginning she was going to win. Because already two black people already won. Ruben and Fantasia already won. So they weren't going to crown another black person. That wasn't going to happen. They needed another white face in order to keep the network up. I am happy for her being back on American Idol. That's really happy, really incredible for her. Hope the ratings go up. That's about it.
I still won't watch.
I won't watch it.
I don't remember the last time I watched.
The last time I watched it was when Jordan Sparks won, and that was it. Because This Is My Now is still in rotation.
I think that was probably the last time I watched it.
That was the last time that I've seen it. It wasn't nobody great really after that. I mean, I know there was a 1 year where they tried to rebuild it when Nicki Minaj was on it and Mariah Carey, but
they was arguing.
Yeah, when they were arguing, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, but no, I'm not canceling her. No, I'm not canceling Google either. No, but I do think that she really made the wrong decision in order to sing at the inauguration. I really think she made the wrong decision. I do.
Yeah.
And she has to live with that for the rest of her life. And I'm sure she feels the heat because she's getting a lot of interviews talking about how do you feel about the people not agreeing with you actually doing the inauguration. And she keeps saying the same thing. I'm just singing, you guys, like that's it. And I'm just like, it's more to it than that. But go off, hope you sound great. I won't be watching once again, but I might check out a clip if it comes past my dwelling, but other than that,
not dwelling. Please shut up. Speaking of Meta, Mark been doing a lot.
Mark has been busy.
He's been doing a lot.
Mark has been really busy.
First up, let's talk about this hate speech policy situation that he done revamped and allow all this crazy stuff to now be allowed to be posted.
Tell me what
really
is
crazy. I have my notes here because I like to be accurate.
A friend of the show, the notes.
I like to be accurate. Let's see.
That's crazy. I mean, I know that he's trying to he got rid of the DEI program.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So here is just one of the things from the new policy, and you can read the policy.
Y'all better get these notes, okay? My Lord.
So it says we do allow allegations of mental illness or abnormality when based on gender or sexual orientation, given political and religious discourse about transgenderism and homosexuality, and common non-serious usage of words like weird.
This what we doing now?
Yeah. Oh, there's so much more that you're allowed to do. So like some of the stuff he relaxed basically, to put it in layman's terms, like you know how Black people will refer to themselves or each other as like the N-word.
Mm-hmm, yes.
That would get flagged at times before, but now it's okay. Right.
Which also means that other people can use it as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So the policy is crazy. I've read it. It's actually really crazy because it'll say like you can't call for like exclusion or segregation of certain groups of people unless you're talking about like the LGBTQ plus community. Then you can say, whatever like they should be banned from this space or that space. Well, I was this is wild.
We already knew that was going to change because Mark is a very big fan of Trump, of course. So
since when?
I could have swore that he has been.
But that's new. That's my thing because back in 2020, you banned him.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did. Remember because Trump said that he was going to put him in jail.
He did, yeah.
So now because he's back in office now,
he supported him.
No, he did not. No, not in the beginning. He does now, but he didn't before.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not surprised at that because if he talks about them the way that he does, because I don't know if you know, like Donald is trying to take a lot of rights away from the LGBTQIA community, like a lot, especially when it comes to trans people, trying to take away how they like how they transition. And even if people are trying to detransition, where he's trying to take away their pills and things like that for them to not pursue that. So I'm not surprised at that because obviously Donald doesn't like the community. So obviously somebody's going to bandwagon with them to say like, it is what it is. I mean, Twitter does it all the time. Twitter's a very dark place.
Because Elon Musk is for all of it.
Is there like all of them united?
Yes.
To literally make sure that he was going to win.
So now Mark is on that same wave. And so now he's doing all of these things with Meta to kind of coincide with Trump's administration.
Yes.
Bro.
Because that's where the DEI thing comes in, where they're taking away the programs for that. Where I'm just like, okay, so what kind of are we doing? Like what is the goal of this? Like what is the end goal that they want us to see? Is it something that's going to be, because to me, I think you should try to keep social media a safe place, but obviously they're trying to get as far from that as possible. And I really think they're trying to really, dissect us and, try to not unify us in any type of way.
They're trying to do all of this extra stuff under the guise of promoting freedom of speech.
Yes.
And that they're also getting rid of the fact checking.
Yes.
And just relying on like the community notes, like kind of like how Twitter or X has now. And then like with the DE&I stuff though, they're saying that they're gonna do the same things just under a different name because they feel like the term DE&I is like it has a negative connotation to it. So they're doing stuff like, what's it say? Because I have notes. It says, instead of equity and inclusion training programs, we will build programs that focus on how to apply fair and consistent practices that mitigate bias for all, no matter your background.
Yes.
They're also getting rid of their supplier diversity program. So before they had a supplier diversity thing that focused on sourcing from diverse owned businesses. So what they'll do is they'll focus on supporting small and medium-sized businesses that power much of the economy. What I didn't know was that if your business does under $40 million in annual revenue and has 1,500 employees or less, then you're considered a small business.
That's wild.
Right. So that under that guise, that's like 99% of all businesses in the US. So they feel like getting rid of like that supplier diversity name kind of removes the bias without them having to not use certain companies, because now they can kind of use everybody. So basically they made it seem like they're taking away the name, but not necessarily the work or the programs. But people get so up in arms about diversity, equity, and inclusion because they feel like it's unfair.
Do you think that all this is to basically stem from him pretty much dictating in the long run? Because if I'm not mistaken, obviously we can't fact check it. But like I was told that pretty much that anybody that really tries to talk down about Trump in any type of way, that their platform isn't going to be taken, but it's going to be flagged to the point that like they're not going to push your content anymore.
I believe that.
Yeah, so I think all that is stemming from everybody just trying to make him the center of attention.
I think a lot of this is stemming from companies trying to figure out how they can find some common ground, right? Because people really are mad at DE&I. I don't understand the why behind it. I guess because they feel like with diversity, equity, and inclusion, right, especially in like the higher end, they feel like maybe somebody who is a person of color is going to get the job, but they may not be as qualified as maybe this white person, but they got it because they're a person of color.
And that's more for the workplace.
But that's not the purpose of DE&I.
Because I
so if that is happening, no, he was talking about like in his workplace.
Yeah, in his workplace. Yeah.
But I'm saying that's not the point of DE&I. So if that is happening, then that is still a bias, and that's something that needs to be addressed. But that's not a DE&I issue.
Yeah.
Because the point of it is to promote diversity within the workplace, and the equity part is to give everybody kind of the same playing field.
Yeah. Because they want everybody to look what?
No, but what I mean is, if a person's not qualified for a role, then they're not qualified.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't hire them because they are maybe a person of color and you want to look diverse.
Yeah.
So that's why it's getting all of this backlash.
Which makes me believe they want all things white.
Well, yeah.
Just like Trump's administration. Yep.
I'm screaming.
I'm serious. I mean, if they're going in this direction, there's going to have to be a lot more training, and there's going to be a lot more money that's going to have to be dished out for this as well.
What kind of training?
Because, well, they said on Forbes that like they're going to have to enforce a lot more. See if I can pull it up. They're going to have to enforce a lot more training because it's going to be difficult for, I'm not saying like difficult, but like for people to understand the importance of why it was being taken away. And why new things had to be implemented into the workplace of Meta. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
Well, from what I read, it doesn't really sound like they're really implementing much newness.
Hold on 1 second. He said it's on the PR press store. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Give me a second, Sean. I'm so sorry. Yeah, accessibility and engagement. Engagement is vague in many ways. And semantics, equity, and training programs are intended to ensure fair and consistent practices that mitigate bias. And they said that when they start implementing that's going to cause them to have more money to dish out for that actual training. There's going to be a lot of new rollouts.
When they start implementing equity and inclusion training?
Yes.
So, right, they already had it. They already had those trainings, those programs, but they're getting rid of those programs. And instead of having specific equity and inclusion programs, they're just going to ensure that they are practicing fair hiring practices.
I must have read it wrong. Thank God for you.
Yeah. So like I said, it sounds like a lot of semantics. It sounds like they're taking some of the names away, but not necessarily the programs, because people are up in arms about the actual names.
And that's why they keep asking, saying like, okay, Meta's getting rid of DEI programs, but they're still keeping programs there at the same time.
Yeah.
So they was like, so what exactly is the conclusion? Like, what is this going to
Not much has changed. It's just not going to have a name.
Right. But that's where everybody's confused. They're just like, but it's still there.
And it should be.
But at the same time, it's not. We're just not addressing it anymore. And it's just going to be, instead of it being a program, just going to be one person pretty much. I forgot her name. But I think it's just going to be one person. Yeah, something. Yeah. It was just going to be one person is going to be over instead of it being an actual whole team. So obviously he laid off some people.
Yeah.
Or probably gave them another job, janitor or something like that.
Not
something like that. Well, listen, these companies do not care about you. They do not.
They don't.
Any way that, and I'm pretty sure, to be honest, sometimes what it sounds like right there was that he was trying to cut some money where he really didn't need all those people for that specific program. He just probably, I just need one person to work on this and that's it. I don't need 10 people. Shout out to Meta. Mark, great job. You're a millionaire, billionaire, making it happen. He started with a dream on Facebook. Now look at you.
Started with a dream on Facebook.
Now look at you over Meta.
I miss Tom from MySpace. Tom would never.
I wonder how Tom is doing. Tom
would never.
No, Tom definitely wouldn't. No, not at all. I mean, is MySpace even still a thing? I heard Justin Timberlake took it over for like $1 million or something
I typed in www.myspace.com, so I can't tell you.
Is it there? Do y'all have a MySpace? Hold on. This will be really crazy.
If you pull it up, I'm gonna cry.
I'm screaming. Oh, it is there.
No, it's not. Stop.
It is. It's myspace.com.
Stop. It is not. Let me see.
It looked like something totally different, though. Doesn't look like the MySpace that we had. I don't know what the hell this is. This is MySpace, but this ain't the MySpace I grew up on. I don't like
screaming.
That. No, that makes me very uncomfortable.
Wait. Hold on.
Tom, where are you? How was life? Drop it in the comments. See how you do it. Oh my God. I'll try to send this to your email. It's nothing on there. I mean, it's stuff on there, but it's not the MySpace that we know.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
It looked like MSN.
It is giving heavy MSN vibes.
Yeah, that's what it's giving. MSN or Yahoo. That's definitely what it's giving.
Yeah,
Shout
I don't
out to
like
Yahoo.
that.
I'm screaming.
Not a fan.
I mean, fingers up definitely to the DEI thing and them letting that stuff go. But yeah. Good job, Mark. Great job.
Tell me why you're not in the mood today.
Oh, is this our segment?
It is.
I'm screaming. Why am I not in the mood today?
Yes.
I'm not in the mood because I literally have to get up.
I'm screaming.
And go work somewhere. Like that's crazy.
Felt.
Like I literally have to get up and say, gosh, I have to go to work. That's why I'm not in the mood today. Like, I literally have to go somewhere, make a paycheck, and then pay bills. And it consistently happens every single month that these bills roll in. And sometimes when I even pay the one bill, some of these companies can really go to hell. When I pay one bill, they're just like, hey, your next bill is ready. Like, give me a second. Like, oh my God. I just gave you half of blood. I just gave you a half a pint of blood. And now you're asking for more. Like, this is ridiculous. But that's really why I'm really not in the mood. I really don't understand why I literally have to be an adult every day or be responsible. Like, it's very ghetto. Like, I don't understand why we have to do it every single day. I have another one, but why are you not in the mood today?
Today specifically? Oh my God, driving here.
You are really going to be saying this each and every time.
Me. I really like it. People really blow my mind. Yeah. Like
when they're just behind the wheel.
every facet of life, but like especially behind the wheel of a car. Because what are you doing?
Right.
Gotta know. Please let me know what you're doing and how that made sense to you.
No, seriously.
I'm very confused and I'm concerned.
I'm really concerned too, because y'all thinking process is not really good for me. Like the way y'all compute and the way y'all load in your head is really, really alarming. It really, really is. Another thing why I'm not in the mood today is that I want to hold your hands when I say this too, okay? And I'll put some sanitizer on as well. That the customer isn't always right.
They're actually mostly, more than likely, they're wrong.
They're to me, like, they're always wrong. I got cursed out. Somebody called me racist.
Interesting.
I got cursed out because this lady, she came in. And I'm not going to tell y'all which job because I'm not trying to lose my job now. But no. So she came in, and I believe that she asked for ketchup, right? So usually we give 2 packets like per entree that we have, right? So we give her we give her the 2 packets, and then like I get called up to the front because the lady has an attitude about it. Okay, so I'm just like, okay, what's going on? So she was like, can I just get some more ketchup because he doesn't know how to get ketchup. So I was just like, okay. I said, I can get you some. So I brought back 2 packs too. Because that's the standard. I got called racist, and I got HR called and things like that.
Not HR over ketchup.
Yeah, because the lady literally thought that I was being racist to her because I would not want to give her ketchup packets. And then like people are saying like, why do you just give her more? If she would have asked more, I would have gave her more. That's never the problem. I can always give. It's freaking ketchup packets, for God's sake. Let's really grow up. Right. Like seriously. Even one time where like this lady cursed me out because she couldn't get the table that she usually gets because somebody was sitting there and she wanted me to tell them to get up.
Right.
Like, are y'all okay? I'm really concerned about y'all. These people are really acting like that like I'm really supposed to bend over backwards for them. And I can't do that. Like, I really can't. Now, I'm here to help you to the fullest extent that I can.
I won't.
Like,
I just want to make that clear.
I can't help somebody if you're going to have an attitude with me. Like, you want me to help you? I'm trying to, but you're really making it really, really difficult for me to keep a leveled head and help you. Like, I can't do both. I really, really can. I really can. How about you? What else did you hate about people in general?
People really get on my nerves.
I mean, every single day.
Genuinely get on my nerves. You know what irritates me that people do? They learn, like, they hear a new word and then they just use it for everything, and it's always wrong.
Yes.
For the most part. Mm-hmm. Like, that's something that irritates the mess out of me because, like, people love the word narcissist. Everybody's not a narcissist. Like, some people are just dickheads.
Some people are just really dumb, and I have to tell you.
Like, that doesn't make them a narcissist. Like, you gotta, I don't know. You gotta.
Well, Laura, let's tread carefully because this word has been going viral for a lot of people. Even a pastor was called narcissist just recently. Even Wendy's team is being called narcissist and holding her captive and stuff like that. Did you hear about the interview that came out on the Breakfast Club today. They had it's a 35-minute interview, and I'm definitely going to watch it with Wendy Williams. Well, she isn't there physically, but they did it over the phone, and then I believe her niece was there as well, and she is explaining the whole story of what's happening, because they said that she feels trapped, or she feel like I believe it's like a conservative, conservatorship, yeah. And she is, she feels like she's in that like the person that's making the decisions for her is making decisions that she does not agree with, but they believe that is best for her. But she's telling them that no, like I don't want to do that, but they're making her do things that she doesn't want to do. Especially the way that they're kind of painting her out on social media right now is, kind of sad, when she's like on the scooter and things like that, and she's yelling at the people talking about like, I want to do this and I want to do that. And they're pretty much telling her no. Another person who's really irking me is her brother. Like, I kind of want her brother to kind of chill. Not saying he's trying to make money off of Wendy and things like that, but I feel like it's a clout chase at this point a little bit. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. Maybe we could probably talk about that the next time that we come together, because that's like a really big thing. It's almost at 1 million views, and it's only been out since this morning. So it's like really a really big topic.
I'll incline my ear.
Yeah, I definitely will. It's Wendy. Like, Wendy was the one that kind of started this out.
Yeah.
Wendy was the one that kind of, started the whole thing of, I mean, there were people out here that were talking reckless, but like, Wendy was the one that was coming with the facts. Like, she wasn't.
True.
She
true journalist.
She was the fact checker. Like, she was the one that told you don't believe that. Like, that's not it. That really isn't it. And I'm really sad about what's happening to her. I really am. Like, and I know some people are just being rude about all the other stuff. We didn't even talk about the LA fires. Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That was crazy. One thing that really irked me about the people, and this is why we don't like y'all. Like, sometimes this is why we're not in the mood sometimes. But when some celebrities lost their house, and then some people just like, they'll be fine, buy a new one.
Yeah, that is wild.
I'm just like, everything has value. Everything is sentimental to you. You have memories in those places. And even though these people have more money than us, doesn't mean that they don't have a heart. They don't have emotions. We're like, and I watch my house burn up in flames. It is no joke.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much money you got, how much money you don't have. It really all depends on what you actually have that you can actually claim to yourself. Everybody wants to go home.
All right. That's a word.
It is a word. Everybody wants to go home. So and even when I told you, when I lost my house, it didn't hit me until I went back to work like that next Monday, and I was trying to go home. That's when I realized, I was like, I don't have a house. Like, I don't have somewhere that I can call my own.
Yeah.
And those people are looking at that now, where they're looking at it like, I am happy about some people who were on certain streets that the fire was like right across the street and it never went over. Like, that's God. Yeah. Like, that's straight God. But yeah, how did you feel about the fires and everything?
It was crazy. It was craziness. And just seeing stuff like that, like disasters like that, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, because it wasn't just like regular everyday people that were losing their homes. Like you said, it was celebrities.
Yeah.
And, people that were losing everything.
Right.
Like, that's just, what do you say about that? Like,
right. And also, there's like few words that you can actually say to somebody besides, I'm sorry and I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
Because in that point, when I lost my house, I didn't want to hear nothing from nobody. I didn't want to hear nothing. There was nothing that you can say that can bring back what I have.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can say. I mean, of course, you can give me words of encouragement, say it's going to be all right. And I'm just like, I know it will. I mean, it has to. I'm God's child. It's going to work out. But at the same time, like, that's not helping me in this moment. I'm still looking at my house.
Yeah.
Up in flames. Where I'm just looking at dust now. I mean, I do feel bad for, some the older people that had houses in that community, and that's kind of all that they had.
Yeah.
They were, on their...
The people that couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Or that couldn't get to their loved ones to get them out.
Yeah.
I saw one report of a guy who could not get... His son was disabled. He could not get his son out the house, but he also wouldn't leave. So they both died in the fire because he wouldn't leave his son. But like just stuff like that, like people that couldn't get out.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that story. That is bananas. That is crazy. Our heart definitely goes out to those people. Like literally, like with me being one of the people that actually lost everything before, like my heart really goes out to everybody that was affected by that.
Yeah.
You know, because that was crazy. Like crazy to really watch it and see things from different angles, to see to even see like people that were in the plane, because I have a picture where some people were like on an airplane about to land into LA, and they showed the picture, and they have a picture that they took of looking like down on it, and it was crazy for you to somebody see that in real time and to see how big it was and how big the fire was too. That was really, really, really crazy. But definitely, our hearts definitely go out to you guys. Hopefully you guys can watch some of our other videos, get some laughs, and take a load off, but because we are very unlimited with laughter. So if you're looking for something nice to watch and something really good, definitely tune into the I'm Not in the Mood podcast.
Good for the soul.
Yeah, it's very good for the soul. Not like soul food. Well, a little buttery, a little oily.
Please shut up. Please shut up.
I'm screaming.
You want to know something that tickled me?
Ooh,
so random.
I love a tickle.
So I don't know if you know, but Mary is going on tour.
J. Blige.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Neo and Trey Songz.
No, Neo and Mario.
Neo and Mario. Yeah.
Neo
I'm sorry.
and Mario.
Trey Songz going on with Fantasia.
Yeah, Trey Songz. Yeah.
Because he needs a bag.
Yeah, he does. He does. I hope it works out for him.
He has 2 lawsuits he has to pay for.
I hope it works out well for him.
All over millions of dollars.
So with the tickets or whatever, there's like meet and greet packages. Mary don't have no meet and greet because Mary don't do that.
Mary don't do people.
Right. But Mario has one and Neo has one. Why is Mario's like the price for it is $250 and the price for Neo's is $125? When I read that, I screamed. I said, damn, Neo.
Does anybody really want to meet him?
Probably not, which is why it's $125. He ain't been looking good in the public for the past couple years.
I mean, I've been so sick of love songs and so tired of tears.
Like he ain't been looking good in the public for a minute. So no, they're probably not.
I want to be very clear about this, okay? Anything after his first album can really go to hell.
The second one was pretty good.
Closer, that's probably it. Miss Independent, he could have kept that. Libra Scale definitely could have really been off that. We should never got that.
What was on there?
It was a fast song. It was like kind of upbeat a little bit. It was him and a girl dancing in the street. But
One in a Million.
You see One in a Million.
I like that song.
But you see how you didn't remember it?
I'm not good with albums, but no, that first one was a cover to cover.
Was a cover to cover.
That was a cover to cover.
No, but I mean, I don't want to see Neo.
Skips.
I don't want to see him. I mean, obviously, I'm not the audience he's targeting. He obviously wants to see the ladies, but I don't know anybody that actually said out loud, "I gotta see Neo." Never heard that.
I mean,
this is not me trying to play him or anything.
Do without him, but he's gonna be there.
He's not a good singer.
I guess I'll sing along to the songs that I know.
He's a great songwriter,
like.
Producer, fantastic. But no. I mean, would you pay $250 to see Mario? I'm not trying to play Mario. I actually really love Mario.
No.
Would you have paid $1,000 to see Chris Brown?
No, and I love him, but I don't have $1,000 to spend to see Chris.
Right.
Granted, I'm sure it's a great experience.
I'm sure it's fantastic.
What I've heard from people that have done it, like you really do have a chance to like kind of have like a moment with him and talk and things like that.
And it's great moments too.
And he's really like, he really is like really good to his fans. Mm-hmm. So like if I had it to spare, yes. I don't. So I can't.
Even if I had it to spare.
I'm screaming.
No. I don't think there's anybody on this earth that I would pay $1,000 to actually see in person.
I would have paid $1,000 to see Patty in person.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, legend
without
status.
A doubt.
Legend status is different. That's different.
Like
because like
a doubt.
I would probably pay, and some people might think that this is crazy. I would pay $1,000 to see CeCe Winans face to face and have a conversation. Have a 10-minute conversation. I absolutely would.
I'm sure you would.
It would absolutely be recorded and put onto my platform. Absolutely.
I'm screaming. Like, make no mistake.
I promise you, it's going to be right there. Hey, Mama CC, quick question. How do you feel about the new album that just came out? How do you feel about it? But I definitely want to pay $250 to see Mario. I would pay $250 to see him sing. But I'm not putting that $250 on top of another $250.
Yeah.
No, but we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. I'll pay $250 to see Jasmine Sullivan, a meet and greet with her. I would pay for that with her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. I don't think there's really not that.
It's just Patty for me.
I mean, Neo should probably just take that down. He probably should. He probably should. I mean, I don't think that option should even be Neo. Available. I really don't.
I'm sorry.
Once again, great songwriter. I mean, really great things has happened in his life. He's in a poly relationship, you know, all that stuff, you know. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, you know. Yeah, good luck.
Not good luck. Please. Are you going to go see Beyonce?
No.
You're not going to go to the tour? You're not going to go see her?
I would never go to a Beyonce concert.
Why?
I love Beyonce. You know I love her.
I know. That's why I'm like, why?
I love her down. I feel like there's stuff that happened there that I shouldn't see.
What does that mean?
Meaning that like some of the stuff, some of the symbols that she uses, some of the background things that she uses and things like that, it comes off a little trippy. To me sometimes. Yeah, but I would never ever see her in concert. No. Maybe before the Beyonce self-titled album, I would have went to go see her. Like when she did the live experience, that's something I would have went to. The one with where you know which one. It was actually right after the Destiny Fulfilled tour when they went to Atlanta. Then Beyonce came out with the Beyonce Live, the live experience, and she was in LA. Do you remember her singing "Crazy" by Gnarls Barkley on a stage? Oh, you have to see this. It's literally this was the B-Day album where she was singing that's when Beyonce's voice was like prime. This was Listen, like during that time, Dreamgirls time.
Really?
Yes, that DVD is ridiculous because she even makes her voice sound like a saxophone or a trumpet. Wow, like that thing is literally top tier.
Wait, is this when she when she sang Anita Baker? Is this that?
No, you're talking about I'm Sasha Fierce, the Las Vegas residency. You see, y'all. I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm a heavy Beyonce fan, but I would actually never see her in concert. Never.
That's crazy.
Well, I told you that, like, even though I love Beyonce, I don't say, "Hey, Alexa, play Beyonce." I don't say that. But I know every album.
That's wild to me.
I know every single album, every single one. But I don't think I would ever go see her live. It just looks a little too much. You know, it looks like a lot is going on, and a lot that probably I'll be looking at like kind of side eyeing some of the stuff that that she does. But she's a fantastic performer. I mean, I believe she is the best performer alive right now. Her and Chris Brown. Yeah. I mean, they are literally the top. Ain't nobody really kind of better than them when it comes to performing.
That's true.
I'm talking about alive right now. Yeah. There's nobody that can really touch them. Even though somebody told me the other day that Anne Marie is much better than Beyonce, but I said I can't have this conversation with you. Not today, not never. Well, you know that they said Anne Marie stole her whole thing. I mean, Beyonce stole Anne Marie's whole style. You didn't hear about that?
I don't understand how that came to be like a thought.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perplexing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but no.
I would definitely give it to Beyonce and Chris. Like performance-wise.
Who's somebody that you want to see in concert that you wouldn't mind paying a lot of money to be in the front row besides Patty? Because we know we'll both pay money to go see her. And we did see her already before.
We did.
And she was fantastic.
Amazing.
Epic. Still hit high notes, faithfully.
I would spend for Chris.
You would spend for Chris? Yeah.
Because the clips that I was seeing, mics were on, okay? No, mics were on. And I just love him.
I mean, I know he dubs his voice.
Listen, don't ruin this for me. Okay? Let's see.
He sounds great.
Who else?
I don't think there's really many people during this day that I would. I mean, the last concert that I seen, I spent like $350 and I was like kind of like 15 rows away from the front.
That was the Maxwell
and Jasmine Sullivan in October, London. Now that was top tier, and I actually would have paid to be in the actual front.
You know who I would pay to see? I'm not sure how much, but Lucky Day. I would go to a show.
I would go to a show for him.
I would go to a show.
That would really be singing.
People like I would go to a show.
No, remember that video I sent you and Cordell? And
the sound
like,
check?
Yeah, the sound check. And the girl was like, it's just a sound check. Like, why did he have to kill it like that? Like, and the thing is, he's so talented that like somebody that can rap really good and sing really good and write really good and produce really good. Like, he's a quadruple threat.
Yeah.
Like, literally. And then he just performed with Stevie Wonder.
Shout out to Stevie.
And you know that's like really big.
Yeah.
I tried to go to a Stevie concert that was at the stadium. Joan was sold out. That's I said, Stevie,
crazy.
Not you selling out arenas still. I mean, stadiums, like, not you really selling that out. That's crazy. I tried to get a ticket. I'm just like, oh, there should be tickets available. Nosebleed. I said, not a bleacher. I said, oh my God, I can't do this. This is crazy.
I'm crying.
Because I would really love to see him live. Like, it would be great to see somebody like him live. That would really be awesome. Would you pay a lot of money to see Trey Songz?
No. But I've also seen him.
I don't want to be a player.
I've seen him, like, not a full concert, but I've seen him live twice because he was at what's that joint
Not the
called?
Millennium Tour or something.
No, the other joint. Powerhouse. Both times that I went, like, he had a set and it was pretty good.
Is this during the B2K era?
No, no, because I was an adult.
Okay.
This was the one Powerhouse was when, was Jay the headliner for both of them? But remember when
who?
Jay-Z what was that album with like that the auto-tune, like that album?
The Black Album?
I guess. I don't know titles.
2003. So no.
It was when because you remember he retired and then he came back out and he dropped the album with Run This Town and like all of them. So that when that dropped and he was like the headliner for Powerhouse, but like Trey, like all these people had a segment. Trey was there. And then another year, I forget who the headliner was, but Trey was back. Both times it was pretty good. But like when I go,
Trey was singing?
Yeah.
Well,
but this was like, to you. I mean, but this was like prime Trey. This was like ready.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That was really
exactly.
That was
That's
really
what I'm saying.
Album.
This was like prime Trey songs. I don't know. I think Trey Day and Ready were like his
Trey
best.
Day was the one with
like Wonder Woman and
I don't know that song.
What else was the hit on that?
I've heard of it, but I don't think.
I don't even remember what.
There's a really big song on that album.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. I felt like it was Wonder Woman.
Why am I thinking I Should Have Kissed You? But it's in that form. But I know that's Chris Brown.
Yes.
I definitely would never go see Trey Songz. I mean, any type of way, because I never know what his
Can't Help But Wait.
Can't Help But Wait. There
That's
we go.
What it was. Yes, that one.
I would never go to Trey Songz because I just never know what he's going to do, because he's so sporadic with himself and how he just goes off with things, and I'm just like, yo, like, you really gotta chill, like, really, really, really gotta chill. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, nope, not even that person either.
Him screaming.
No. I will go see Bruno. I would go see Bruno.
No.
Hear him sing Grenade or something like that.
No, thank you.
No. Well, he's a great performer for what I hear.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'll probably go see Bruno for a $250 ticket. And I'm not. I don't want to be in the front row. I'm probably gonna be drinking and dancing anyway or something like that. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't. Like, I definitely want to go to Lady Gaga concert. No. Nope. Gave me the same vibes as Beyonce. Nope. I still love their music though.
I think I would go.
I wouldn't go see Lady. No. That's it. I ain't doing that
now. You asked me who I'm waiting for Brandy to do something.
I'm telling you, Brandy and Monica just needs to go on tour. Like, that's it.
If the only way I can see Brandy is to also see Monica, then okay.
I don't care what needs to happen.
Okay, if that's the only way.
To be honest, that would make so much money.
It would.
They really do not understand. If Brandy and Monica really did a concert, if they really went on tour, that thing would do so well. And once again, I think I already gave the rundown. Like, they do It All Belongs to Me. They both come out, do that song. They do their different sets, go back and forth with sets, and then end with The Boy's Mind. That's it. And then boom, we all go home.
It All Belongs to Me is really a top tier
It's a really great song. And they both sing it live very well. Mm-hmm. Because Monica does keep up with Brandy. Very much so. Because she said, I'm going to warm up. I'm going to be ready. Like, I'm singing this to a singer. Like, literally. I know. No. Monica even said that Brandy sings better than her. Like, she even said it multiple times. She said she has a great voice. She sings better than me. It is true. Praise the Lord.
I'm crying.
I'm screaming.
Is there anybody else you would see? I think those are all of the people that everybody else I'll watch on TV.
It'll probably be gospel people more than anything. Because, I'm always in my gospel bag. Like, I really want to go see Fred.
Oh, Fred.
I would really love to go see Fred. That would be really great to see. Or commissioned. Those are my guys. I would definitely love, what, Jennifer Hudson said something which I thought was pretty interesting, even though it will never happen, like, whatsoever, that they wanted to do a Dreamgirls 20th anniversary concert with, like, everybody singing, like, their original songs and kind of, like, doing, like, like a whole set, a whole thing and things like that. Even though Beyonce would never do it. Would you want it or no? I would definitely want it. I definitely would. I mean, Beyonce's not coming. She's not. So they might want to find somebody to sing Listen and somebody to sing Dreamgirls, because she's really not coming.
If she's not coming, they can't do it. It literally has to be everybody.
Beyonce can't hit those notes anymore.
She can rearrange. She do for everything else.
Yeah. Even though you take the key down doesn't mean that you're not going to sound great or anything.
Right.
Like that.
So no.
Beyonce not coming.
But well, then they can't do it because it has to be everybody. It has to be everyone.
You know who else I know not coming? Eddie Murphy.
Then they can't do it. Like it has to be everybody.
I don't think Eddie coming. I don't think so. I think Eddie's still salty about that Oscar, so I already know how he feels.
Then it can't happen, Jen.
Right.
Can't happen.
I want it to happen though. I think that would get a lot of money and a lot of recognition and things like that. But yeah, I'm actually really.
Beyonce could commit to a night.
But
like it doesn't have to be like a tour on the city, but like
you have to commit to rehearsals.
She can commit to rehearsals.
Beyonce ain't putting that in her schedule. She's not putting that in her schedule. She didn't want to do a Destiny Child reunion. What do you think she's gonna do one with Dreamgirls?
You talking about the tour?
Yeah, like it would be that'd be a lot of money if Destiny Child went on tour right now. I'm talking about all 5 of them. Not
I don't want to see all 5 of them.
It would be great if they all do their little songs and stuff. LaToya sing "Torn" and I was the good day that you left me. You know, Kelly sing "Dirty Laundry." You know, or like this.
It could just be Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. And that's no shade to LaToya because she got bops on bops.
She does, yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. And it could just be them, but no.
If Beyonce not doing it with Destiny Child, she's not going to dedicate one night to Jennifer. I'm sorry.
Not one night only? That's
no matter how big her platform is. I mean, Beyonce hasn't even done an interview in how long? And y'all want her to sit amongst common folk again? I mean, Beyonce's legendary status. Like, come on. I really don't think Beyonce want to spend that time and bring Blue and the twins with her. I don't think so.
She probably don't. Then it can't happen because it has to be everybody.
It has to, yeah. Or maybe they're understudy. You never know.
No, it has to be everybody because it's not going to be the same. I don't want Adina stand-in.
No, I don't.
Like.
Even Anika, I will want her there.
Yeah, that's Laurel.
Ain't anybody else gonna be Laurel.
Yeah,
I don't want anybody else saying Laurel loves Jimmy. so it sounds like only Jennifer's going to be there. So then maybe one night only concert for that. You know.
Oh, she can sing "I Am Changing."
Great song. I will always choose that over "And I'm Telling You." And I'm telling you, I mean, how many times you gonna tell me? I want you to tell me no more.
I really didn't like her version.
You didn't like hers? You like Jennifer's better?
Jennifer Holiday? Yeah.
I mean, Jennifer Holiday does sing that down, especially when she was at the Tonys when she was singing. I know she was singing down. I mean, I respect it either way.
Not that J Hud's was bad. I just felt like I liked the original better.
Yeah. Also, it was very much so live. Hers was definitely, pre-recorded, obviously. I mean, shout out to the Dreamgirls. Such a great movie.
It is.
And Broadway play.
It is.
Now my watch telling me it's time to stand up. I'm screaming.
I hate that, yo. I ignore it every time.
What are you talking about?
I
walk 3 feet. Hey, you working out? Don't call me fat like that. Like I don't walk places and stuff.
I hate when I actually am actively walking, especially when I'm on site and I'm going in between buildings and my watch won't record the walking until after you're done.
They're like, hey, I see you're walking.
I was walking for the past 30 minutes though. I was.
Now all of a sudden you want to record things. Thanks. Appreciate it. But I know we got to get up out of here.
We do.
This is so much fun.
It's always a blast.
It is always a joy.
Very
And I'm
healing.
always happy that you guys come in and talk with us and sit with us.
Sit down and have a seat.
Well, while you're on the job, just have one earphone in, listening, I do that work, so, yeah. If I'm not able to see the full cut in one sitting, I watch it at work. And then even some of the people, they'll watch it with me too. So it's really heartwarming.
Not watching YouTube at work.
Yeah. I mean, so sometimes when it's a downtime, I mean, to be honest, some of the people, I mean, shout out to my workplace, especially my one manager that I work with named Larry. He's very supportive of my platform. Yeah. Hold on. He gonna get so mad. Larry Bear. Larold. No. He's very supportive. So we do talk about it.
Insane.
Larold. He calls me Theodosius. I'm really not the mood. No. But he all of them are really supportive. So when I do come out with something, some of them talk about it, oh, I seen your video. They'll be like, I seen what you guys were talking about and stuff like that. And we do converse about the shows and what we do and stuff like that. So it's always rewarding when they come to me the next day, I seen you on there. I'm like, really? No, it really is really heartwarming. I really do thank everybody for the support every single time. Yeah. Our names are going to be in rooms. Come on. They're going to be in rooms. We're speaking it. Yes.
But we will catch the people in what, 2 weeks?
Yes, in 2 weeks, my lord. Yes, we will. And then in between, while you're waiting, oh Lord, just quicken. While you're waiting, my God, there are other episodes you can still watch. Oh my God, we have episode 1 through 4.
Please do better.
We're definitely gonna start with that part for the promo video, but yeah, it is definitely great that you guys look at the other ones too. Like, it really is always heartwarming. But make sure that you guys like it, because it really pushes the video.
Share. Comment,
subscribe, make that bell twerk so that you can know each and every time that we're posting, because it is a lot of work that we put into this. Like, it isn't we just roll over and just say, hey bud,
you're ready? Researched. Okay. Y'all saw my notes.
Especially if like we're like hosting, like I'm just a co-host today. This is like, the host. So like when we're hosting, like we got to get all this stuff like together to really make this stuff happen. And I'm glad that we do it well. But I'm really excited. And once again, speaking our name in rooms.
Period. Catch y'all in 2 weeks.